Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll give it to him again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. The 40.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're just trying to flex some muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Finds his big tight end. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys can go sideline to sideline, but they can also blitz. This guy can do it all.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Brings it in down the left side. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find an...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the...
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Yeah, he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark.
There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it down outside. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Climbed his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Working that left side. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Boilermakers will snap it on first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. They get it up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense, got him at the 27.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Good right down the boulevard. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown.
Turning it on!
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Off the play fake. Floating away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down.
Intercepted, number 19. Bringing it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. At the 45 on his way. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Harris. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think
it's caught. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. The one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
He'll do it himself. Past the 40. Still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his offense in business. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about...
Lets it fly. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Ready to try the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. He leaves it with his back. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? I don't know if it was luck. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving, let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Quickly complete. To the 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer than they were able.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Manuel. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer.
He's got it over. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game.
There he goes. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Going to the run, it's Manuel. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, first and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity.
Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Under fire. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They go to the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wide open on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Lost to throw again. Fakes to grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Defense backed up in this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Now from inside the red zone. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Reels it in down the left side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic, picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reason, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.